Hi everyone, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are doing another OST reaction. This time, Ruby Volume 5. Overall, the music in this volume, it really hit pretty hard when it was coming up just throughout the season. Honestly, I wouldn't argue, because arguing is not the right word, but I think there's a lot of bangers this season, so I'm pretty excited to actually hear the full versions of each song. The only thing that is probably missing is, no, I don't think anything's missing. That's not the right word. My brain's hurting. Let's just jump into it. First song is going to be The Triumph, which is vastly different than the last two volumes. So, maybe it's supposed to signal that they were going to win at the end of this volume? Well, not win, but, Cinder's dead. I don't think she's actually dead. There's no way they kill that bitch that fucking easily after the heinous shit she has done. I refuse to believe it. I don't just refuse it. I other words that make me sound smart. I abhor it. I disagree. Those aren't words that make sense, but fuck it, we ball, and now we're in Volume 5's OST. These guitar riffs are sick, by the way. Oh, damn! Alright, immediately, the song... It's a very different pace than everything we got in Volume 3 and Volume 4. Like, for your opening, it's not this despair. It's this choice to be... Like, it really capitalizes on what Ruby said at the end of Volume 4 when she's talking about the choice and wanting to be hope and still doing the right thing even when everything's hard and even when everything is like difficult. And that is the triumph. Honestly, at the end of the day, that is the triumph. And like, I like that they tied the idea of the triumph to hope. Or not even hope, but like to choice. That's the better word. To choice. They tie it to that intrinsically, which I think really works well for like just the thematic structuring of what this show is going for and kind of the way it's working itself up. That being said, I can't wait for Volume 6, 7, 8, or 9 to just come in, smack me in the fucking face with something that's gonna hurt like hell. I'd be like, you're fucking stupid. Anyway, here's the next part. That's what is probably going to happen to me, and I just have to deal with it. And like, I will just deal with it. Very, very poignant song, and like, I want to do the re-listen because I think there are some lines in here that are pretty valuable. Like this opening, and just the way they also do a really good job of cutting on beat, and I like with the boop and like showing you the rest of Team Ruby. The only difference, weird Yang to have both her hands. That's fucked up to say, but weird choice of art for that. Maybe to just not do any spoilers, I guess. And then it looks like they cropped it and then they moved the crop out within like a single frame. It's definitely a frame crop back to there. And then we see the actual music. I like how it says back to the fairy tale, back to the show, which I think was it in Volume 4 when they say that? This isn't a fairy tale, this isn't that, but now we're back there. We're back to kicking ass, taking names, and like the music itself is very different than like Fairy Tale's whimsical idea. So like that's a really cool way to at least showcase this. With it. Hopeless and desperate, all past adverse, things looking bleak. It's weird how they're saying they're getting back to the fairy tale, back to the show, but like we're starting with this point of just despair. And then we get this sick fucking guitar riff that I'm not gonna apologize for loving. I love it because it's such a great fuck you attitude. It's such a great attitude of like, yeah, we're lost. It's impossible. There's no way we could fucking do this. But you know what? You've been messing, with gods? I don't know if is that the right word? Would that be the right word for that? You'll learn you've been messing with gods. Are they the gods? Or I wonder who's actually supposed to be the person singing this song within the show's context. Or if it's just a fucking song. Either way, I'm with it. But if we're singing this in the show's context, then is that they're reincarnations of gods? No, that can't be right. That definitely can't be right. I'd have to think more in that line. I'm with it. I will survive. I love that. Yes. Is that a sick jazzy bass? What's that little... You hear that little background bass? That shit hits. Fuck yeah, dude. Nowhere to run now, no time to grieve, no other choices, it's die or believe. Shit, that's a fucking hard line right there. It's die or believe. Put that on a shirt for me because I will wear that within a fucking heartbeat. And I assume believe, it means believe in yourself. Like, you either choose to just accept your fate and die, or you believe in yourself and things not get better, but fucking, that's really your only options. This has to be fan art for Ruby, and I don't know what this is emulating, but this is emulating a show I've definitely seen. More sick guitar riffs give me life. I'm with it. I love the way that we keep hearing, yeah, I'm a girl, but I'm also a gun, fast and deadly. Fuck yeah, dude. God, I love how everything in this show is guns, even the people. And then as, like, you hear, like, the fading of the run, we get the next bar coming in. The actual, like, composition of the music is so fucking well done, dude. And it's, like, crazy because, like, Volume 1 Casey, it's not that she was a good singer. She's, like, infinitely more versatile now, though. Like, just so much more fucking versatile. That's at least my opinion on that. So I like the messaging in the song where it's like, even though everything's going bad, we're gonna continue to persist through it, which is a beautiful message in general. And then just this, we're heading for the peak, we're not gonna stop. Like, damn, sick. I genuinely love when music does that thing where it cuts it out to add, like, I can't say it enough, but I fucking love how it's done. And I love that it's like, excuse me, that it takes out all the bullshit to really highlight the vocals and highlight the words being said. Like, like, it's just so fucking cool, dude. And, like, it makes you really rethink what was said there. So, like, I fuck with it so heavy. With it. Next jam's coming up. I'm sorry. I know I do one full listen through, but I'm just going to say it outright. I'm going to say it right here, right now. I fucking love that they use the beat and, like, you have a character that's so fucking, like, just beat. Like, it just hits so fucking hard, dude.
Hello there, my enemy. Welcome to my punching spree. This is where I lay waste and you'll go home bleeding. Didn't have to be this way. Should have stayed out of the fray. Now you're heading for a beating.
I love the jazzy. It's so fucking cool.
Didn't mother warn you? Now she's gonna mourn you. Being damned if that you'll end this day. You're a big mess, 'cause I'm relentless. I gotta tell you I'm on fire today. Crash and Yet every mistake they spark suffers the judgment and pain. Just as light conquers dark, it's a beauty that's greater than your symmetry can contain.
Hey, I know that line.
Let's start the game. For you shouldn't stare into these eyes of fire. You're going to regret this little fight. You don't wanna mess with me, I'm something higher. Anguish you'll know for your miserable plight. Soon you'll bemoan your mistake of a life. You'll watch yourself suffer, you'll watch me ignite. Usually I devastate, this I might annihilate. Any minute now you're gonna ruin me. Messing with my family means that soon you'll hear stories. The moments of your life are fleeting. Looking pretty tattered, your blood is really splattered. Won't be long until I end this game. You're looking toothless, I'm feeling ruthless. Watch me burn it to go down in flames. Aching remarkable heart has gone through the hardship and shame. That's born of standing apart from the easily processing uniform army of same. And that's just so
I dominate, desecrate, leave you in a foul state, put you in the trash with that nonsense you perpetuate. Why you get me riled up? Don't you know wild bro? Bet you'll understand when I'm pissing on your ashes, son. Told you I'm torturous. When you feel the force of this blast, you'll crash like a cardiac explosion. Base bloody body broken, no screw. This a bloodbath. Try to get away, but there's no escaping Alcatraz. Look what you made me do. Told you I was slaughter you fools. You lose blood, cold ice water. Do riches my bag of tricks. Hit you with the baddest licks ever. You'll never contend. I win. Bringing out the beast in me, challenging my decency. Now I gotta ask, do you really want a piece of me? Hope you're ready for the pain. Suffer when I hit your brain. Erase your essence from earth. No need to explain.
Oh, you shouldn't stare into these eyes of fire. You're going to regret this little fight. You don't wanna mess with me, I'm something higher. Anguish you'll know for your miserable plight. Soon you'll bemoan your mistake of a life. Watch yourself suffer, you'll watch me ignite.
Such a fucking banger, dude. Absolute fucking stellar of a song. God, I love it. I need to listen to it again, and I need to add it to a fucking playlist ASAP Rocky, damn it. Whoo! I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling better than good. I'm feeling better than great. Let's talk. Lamar Hall really came in heavy with just the bars in this song. It really makes me ask a question. This music is supposed to be the music that they hear in the show. Alcatraz exists then, right? Like, Alcatraz just fucking exists. I'll take it. All right, I guess I'll take it for what it is. All right. But just this opening fucking, it just, I love music, but like, damn, I love this fucking, you know, I said for Lent I would be better with cursing, and I have been horrible with it. I have broken my Lenten promise almost every single day. So it is what it is. We take it for the L that it is.
Hello there, my enemy. Welcome to my punching spree. This is where I lay waste and you'll go home bleeding. Didn't have to be this way. Should have stayed out of the fray. Now you're heading for a beating.
Like, the one thing I love about Yang is just the fucking fact that every single one of her songs exudes this confidence, this bravado, this fucking, like, if not me, then fucking who? Because she gets it, dude. Like, she just fucking screams it. And, like, I imagine this is just what plays in her head. Like, you're gonna get fucked up if you come near me. Know that. No, you are going down. No, there's no coming back from this. You are fucked. And I am so with that. I'm so with the vibes of this fucking song.
Didn't mother warn you? Now she's gonna mourn you. Being down inside you'll end this day. You're a big mess, 'cause I'm relentless. I gotta tell you I'm on fire today. Crash and burn. Yet every mistake plays part.
Now, before I get crucified for this, yes, I'm aware this is a callback to Yang's opening quote from the Yellow trailer, which is a really cool inclusion to the fucking song. Also, on top of that, let's just go into it. I can't read good. I really thought it was mishappen, and that was me being stupid, but misshapen makes so much more sense.
Suffers with judgment and pain. The justice, like conquers darkness, the beauty that's greater than symmetry can contain.
I really like how they expand on the quote, though. They don't just keep it what it was. They expand and, like, grow and add to it in a way.
So let's start the game. For you shouldn't stare into these eyes of fire. You're going to regret this little fight. You don't wanna mess with me, I'm something higher. Anguish you'll know for your miserable plight. Soon you'll bemoan your mistake of a life. You'll watch yourself suffer, you'll watch me ignite.
I love the little Yang in the background as you watch her ignite, and then the fucking just the Yang, and then ooh, I just love the way this song is put together. I think it is. I would love to know the composition or how they even went about coming up with the concept for this. Like, it's just so fucking cool.
Usually I devastate, this I might annihilate. Any minute now you're gonna ruin me. Messing with my family means that soon your history. The moments of your life are fleeting. Looking pretty tattered, your blood is really splattered. Won't be long until I end this game. You're looking toothless, I'm feeling ruthless. Watch me burn as you go down in flames.
I just love the way it goes. Yes.
Any remarkable heart has gone through the hardship and shame. That's part of standing apart from the easily processing uniform army of same.
I really like how this insecurity of not being perfect or not having your full self, or like it gets turned on its head, because it's like now it's a source of confidence. Like, you're not uniform, you're not the same as everyone else, and that's okay. Like, I think it's a really fucking cool message in a song too. Like this, I'm being so for real. I'm going to try to figure out how to get fucking Jeff Williams on here for an interview. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't even know if I will be able to do it, but I will try. And that is all I can say about that. I'm in my head, I'm like, I need to do it, and I'm going to figure out how to do it.
Desecrate, leave you in a foul state, put you in the trash with that nonsense you perpetuate. Why you get me riled up? Don't you know wild bro? Bet you'll understand when I'm pissing on your ashes, son. Told you I'm torturous. When you feel the force of this blast, you'll crash like a cardiac explosion. Bitch, bloody body broken, no screw, this a bloodbath. Try to get away, but there's no escaping Alcatraz. Look what you made me do. Told you I was sorry, you fools. You lose blood, cold ice water. Do riches my bag of tricks. Hit you with the baddest licks ever. You'll never contend. I win, bringing out the beast in me, challenging my decency. Now I gotta ask, do you really want a piece of me? Hope you're ready for the pain. Suffer when I hit your brain, erase your essence from earth. No need to explain.
God, I love it. This song is just such a banger, dude. Like, fucking A. Like, I need more of it. I want more of it. It's such a good feeling when you can just smile like this. Like, God, like my cheeks hurt.
It starts.
Oh God, not another Weiss song. That sounds horrible. What I mean is, not that it's a bad Weiss song. It's that Weiss songs break me on the inside. They hurt my heart.
Starts with the unexpected loss of something dear.
This is totally about her mom.
The warmth that comforted and cradled just disappears. And in its place there's nothing, just an endless empty hole. The light that showed the way is gone, and darkness takes control. Bitterness and anger are quick to fill the void. The path to isolation is littered with the dreams that lay destroyed. The cold seems to grow in my soul, it's consuming me. Confused, and I'm losing myself in the storm. Growing jaded, being pushed, being pulled, I'm unraveling.
It's like it's hard to explain because it's like the song is. By the way, it's a banger. Let's just get that out of the way. It's not a banger in the sense that Ignite was a banger, but it's like it's a beautiful story song. It just kind of makes you pick the question of, we had Mirror Mirror Part 1, Mirror Mirror Part 2, then we had The Life I Choose, and now we're at The Path of Isolation. It's like you could take all of Weiss's songs, put them together, and make like a pretty good story out of it. It's just a question of what, I shouldn't say she's progressing backwards, but it feels like in the music, it's like this song it has to take place before The Life I Choose, or was that the name of the song? I'm definitely not getting the title right, but it has to be before that, because if it's after that, it's like she's now chosen this, and she's chosen the path of isolation, but I don't think it fits well. At least that's my thought process there. Take it for what it's worth. Like, take it with the grain of salt that is heavily needed for it. Like, it's still a fucking good song, and just kind of like, I don't know if it fits the character development that we've seen musically.
With the unexpected loss of something dear, the warmth that comforted and cradled just disappears. And in its place there's nothing, just an endless empty hole. The light that showed the way is gone, and darkness takes control.
I very much think that this opening verse is definitely about her mom, like, falling into the alcoholism and just going through it, and how that affected Weiss through her childhood. That's at least my opening thoughts on it. So, like, there could be more, could be less. It's just kind of the vibe I'm getting here.
Bitterness and anger are quick to fill the void.
Yes, they are.
The path to isolation is littered with the dreams that lay destroyed. The cold seems to grow in my soul, it's consuming me.
I guess the question for the Schnee Dust Company is, that a sole proprietorship that Nicholas left the Jock, or is that a company that has a board of trustees that could just fire Shock, and like they take into account the Schnee family that actually wants to do it? I assume it's a sole proprietorship if he can just appoint who the fuck the next person is gonna be. At least that's my thought process, but I really couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Confused, and I'm losing myself in the storm. Growing jaded, being pushed, being pulled, I'm unraveling. Can't find myself when I'm constantly forced to conform. Enemies surround me, but the worst appear as friends. Liars and pretenders only seek to reach their ends. Everything is breaking right before my eyes. Looking in the mirror, I see someone that I don't recognize.
And is that just basically her saying that, like, not that she's gone through it so much, but like, how can you, like, I don't know, looking in the mirror, I see someone that I don't recognize. Is that just kind of, you've been alone and isolated for such a long time, you've become such a different person than who you were when this, like, feeling started, that, like, you can't help but see somebody different? At least that's kind of where my thought goes to it. I do love how she starts with, like, this sharp piano and eventually goes into, like, a more, I guess, rock-esque thing.
The joy that my heart used to know is eluding me. I'm moved, and the one thing I
I mean, damn. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to think of the right words to say about this, but like ultimately speaking, I love not I love the idea of this character who we see as so not perfect, but like so desiring to be perfect. It's kind of like the Isabella thing from Encanto, but if it was done not shittily. Yes, I stand by that. Encanto, the way that they do Isabella really pisses me off, and I don't think she's a well-written character. I think Louisa, out of everyone in that family, gets the fucking short end of the stick, because if, like, the pressure that she's under genuinely outdoes anything. Isabella, whenever she's like, well, you know, what would it be like if I didn't have to be perfect all the time? Wow, you made that decision to be perfect because your abuela wants you to be perfect. You know what Louisa didn't get to choose? Whether or not a fucking mountain comes down and almost kills the family. If she doesn't have the strength, then everyone's dead. I couldn't imagine being fucking 19 and feeling that way. I couldn't imagine being fucking 23 and being like, if I'm not strong enough, if I don't have what it takes, then everyone's fucking dead. That's the reality. That's not a, oh, it'd be nice if I didn't have to be strong all the time. If I'm not strong all the time, everyone is dead. And like, I don't know. I just feel so bad. Like, I'm it's crazy how we showed up for Ruby and I'm at Encanto. But I think you can really compare these two stories in a really good way, because it's like Weiss, we see the ramifications of her not being perfect, of what happens if she doesn't live up to this idealized version of herself. She gets punished by her family in ways where it's like, we don't see what would happen in Encanto if Isabella wasn't always perfect. We see what happens when Weiss isn't always perfect. We see the fucking slap that Jock gives her. We see fucking, like, her losing the thing that matters to her, which is keeping the reputation of her grandfather alive. Like, that's the insanity. And it's, like, sad that we don't really get to see that. And it's like, she is falling apart because she can't even fucking be herself, because yourself isn't perfect. It's sad. It's a fucking beautiful point. But we got, again, we got the problem with this song is that we got the answer to this last fucking volume, right? I shouldn't say the problem to this song. I mean, where it's placed within the story, like, this would have to go before, right? This might even go before Mirror Mirror Part 2. Maybe. I'd actually like to see the way these songs are arranged and the way of the, like, story progression of Weiss's character arc. I'd be very fascinated in that. I don't know who this song is about, but Smile. It looks like the Belladonna family, but no.
Child, our daughter, sit while we talk a while. You've done no misdeed, still they'll put your life on trial. Born like your family, far from any state of grace. You're as perfect as the wind and sky, but they'll treat you like you're out of place.
This world is cold. The power is with those who would judge and control. But we have a chance to make it right. This is what you'll Take what you need, leave them to bleed. Let them know bitter while your revenge is sweet. Keep the secret, pretending you're just like them. Live there like a princess in the kingdom of selfish men. Play their game now. Do what it takes to win. Steal it back. All they keep from you. They refuse to look beyond your skin.
And as you grow, you'll gain from their knowledge, but your heart will know when the time is right to hand the light. When the charade is through.
Show them how you smile. It's only for a while. Take what you need, leave them to bleed. Let them know bitter while your revenge is sweet.
You might think that maybe they're changing. You pray that their hatred is waning. That's when it hurts most to find the story unfolds and the cruelty's exposed. You'll be glad you're not
Show them how you smile. It's only for a while. Take what you need, leave them to bleed. Let them know bitter while your revenge is sweet.
I was gonna praise this song a lot, and then the ending got weird. I wouldn't say the ending got weird, but it got weird, right? Because I feel like it's this like song that starts out very beautifully about like parents wanting the best for their child, and at first I was like, "Is this about Blake and the Belladons?" And I went, "No, it's about Elia, isn't it?" And like, her revenge is sweet. Show them how you smile. It's like, wasn't the idea of what your parents wanted for you to just get a better education, get a better life, and do something beyond like the coal mines? Like, you can do things like as far as I know, right? Like this song, like it hits really hard in a way of like, because personally I think they're like, I think generationally people have become a lot more me-centric rather than future-centric. And like, what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that focus on issues of today, which is perfectly fine. There's a lot of issues to talk about for today, or just talk about things in general of today of like me. I want to be the best. I want to be fucking a multi-trillionaire, yada yada, that kind of thing. And I'm a part of that. I really am. But like, I think there's like a fundamental difference between being self-centric and being the next generation centric, where it's like there are some issues that we cannot solve. I can't even say what they are, or do that type of thing, 'cause I don't know what they are. But there are things that we can make better today, but realistically won't be fixed for 2 or 3 generations. But we can make it a little bit better. And the idea is to make it a little bit better and easier for your next generation, to make it a little bit better and easier. And eventually it either will be gone or it'll be a non-issue. And that's the hope. Like, and I think this song like really does a good job of summing up that idea within the parents. And then it takes like this weird twist, like this weird turn that I can't be like I agree with or like that I hate. It's just I didn't expect it. Like, I love the way it says show them how you smile, which is such a beautiful just thought. Like, when you're faced with all this adversity, just show them how you smile because they can't take it from you.
Child, our daughter,
I also love how it's like
sit while we talk a while.
the little like drum in the background.
You've done no misdeed, still they'll put your life on trial. Born like your family, far from any state of grace. You're as perfect as the wind and sky, but they'll treat you like you're out of place.
This world is cold. The power is with those who would judge and control. But we have a chance to make it right. This is what you'll do. Show them how you smile.
I love that.
It's only for a while.
It's kind of like when your parents tell you to like treat your bully with kindness and love, and it's like you're in going through and you're like, why the fuck would I do that? That's such a stupid idea. Why the fuck would I show this person who's showing me nothing but adversity and hatred love and kindness? And like, as I've gotten older, I tend to agree with that sentiment more and more than when I was like, 14 and being bullied, or 16 and being, just high school or middle school. I didn't agree with it then, but now that I'm older, it's like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't control other people's actions. You can only control your own. So like, if they're going to show you hatred and you show them kindness and they still continue to show you hatred, well, that's on them. And like, there are things you could do. It's like telling a teacher about somebody like fucking picking on you. What does that accomplish? Well, they won't do it anymore. Do you think they give a fuck? Teachers don't exist outside of school. Teachers don't exist on the internet. You could have somebody fucking like just comment like you're a fucking bitch on all of your Instagram posts or all your Facebook shit, and it's like, what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can block them. They'll just make 20 other accounts. Like, the problem fundamentally isn't that like if the older generations don't understand. It's that how the fuck could they? You could dread going to one place if you were born in the 1960s because you were fucking bullied there, or the 80s or the 90s. It doesn't get turned off now. Like, it just exists everywhere. And it's like, to say it's only for a while, it's like, yeah, but that while is prolonged, and it's like, even places where I feel safe, or I'm supposed to feel safe, which is like my home, around my family, I'm still getting picked on for just existing online. That's fucking insane. Like, that's an insane thought process. But it's like,
Take what you need.
dang.
Leave them to bleed.
Fuck
Let
yeah.
them know bitter while your revenge is sweet.
So take what you need, leave them to bleed, let them know bitter when your revenge is sweet. This might be a warped perception of what Hila thought her parents meant, because I don't even know if this is what they meant. I guess it has to be. But it's like, so you sent her to a school where she could pretend to be human, so you can learn what they'll teach you, and then take it back and let the faunus use it to... And that doesn't track well to me.
Keep the secret, pretending you're just like them. Live there like a princess in the kingdom of selfish men. Play their game now. Do
see, it's like that. That's the part I don't get. If it seems like their hatred is waning, like, again, I don't know if like that translates well to like the reality of the faunus v like human thing, because it's like we've shown groups of huntresses and hunters not like being like, again, we've been shown Vale, which is supposed to be the most progressive one, but like the leader of one of the fucking one of the huntsman academies was a faunus. He was a coward. He was horrible. That doesn't really do good. But that doesn't really look good. That, you know, the only one that wasn't human or whatever fucking was a traitor and working with the Grimm. You know, maybe we don't tell people that, but like, and then the faunus helped fight the faunus and be like, stand up and do the right thing. But it's like how does that really change hearts? It's like you're sending your daughter to this place to change hearts and minds, or to learn something, but in that process they can change hearts and minds. But it's like you force people to like face their bigotry like on its head, and you force it to turn upside down by just being like, well, you hate all faunus but you like me and I'm a faunus. What does that mean? Does that mean that now all faunus are still bad? Or does that mean that there's now one exception? And the second there becomes one exception, just within people, not in math, or I can't really say in math, but it's like, typically when there becomes one exception, there becomes more than one exception, like, among people, because it's like, to make a broad generalized statement of, I hate all X, it doesn't work like that. It's like, I hate all water bottles. It's like, okay, well, you drink water. Well, I drink it from my hands. Well, what is a bottle? Well, a bottle is like it doesn't. I'm looking at a water bottle. That's why I use that analogy. But it's like, I hate Arcadia. Well, why are you drinking it? Do you hate the water from the Arcadia fucking spring or something? No, I just hate the bottle it's bottled in. Well, why? Like you have to justify reasons for your bigotry, and then when you justify those reasons for hating something, if those reasons don't make sense on a fundamental scale, it makes it a lot easier for you to be like, okay, well, that's fucking stupid, and you don't actually have a reason. You're just being hateful to be hateful. And people typically don't like that. I was watching, like, the Scott Voss, or whatever the fuck his name is, masterclass once, and it was, like, about business negotiations, and it's like, people don't like being perceived in negative ways. So if you see someone who is, like, being incredibly angry or something like that, if you say, like, okay, well, if you, like, start with, like, I understand that you're frustrated, well, somebody now has to, like, subconsciously look at themselves and be like, oh, I'm frustrated? Oh, I don't want to be frustrated. Being frustrated, it's not, like, a good thing. It's like, oh. And, like, it typically lowers that heightened perception of, like, frustration. Or if you're about to ask somebody for more time on something, it's better to say, like, oh, I really appreciate that you were patient with me. You know, like, it really helps out. Not a lot of people, like, it's you could call it manipulation if you want. It's just simple fucking human psychology. But anyway, back to the song.
Show them how you smile, only for a while. Take what you need, leave them to bleed. Let them know better while you're revenge is sweet.
Woo! I think we're on song 5 now. All Things Must Die. Oh, it's a Raven song? I'm with it. Well, it could not be a Raven song, and I could just be saying it's a Raven song. So it slowly gets darker as the piano hits. That's a really smart way to do that. Really clever editing choice here.
Day by day, it's nearer.
I would have done a different font, though.
Step by step, you grow closer to your ruin. Soon your time to Life is just a journey. Yours is spirit sent. Bloody evolution. This world transcends. Black out the sky. All things must die.
This doesn't seem like it's a Raven song at all, but it's a dope fan art.
This is the end. Here's where you'll die. Legends are scattered, so just say goodbye. No one will miss you when you're finally gone. And your conclusions sing your swan song.
Ooh.
Kindness, conspiracy. Ella's extinguished in effigy. Just close your eyes. Don't fear demise. Black out the sky. All things must die. All tales conclude, all bonds dissolve. Infinite matter will always evolve. Just pray for mercy at your time of death. Be glad you existed and draw your last breath. Gratefully voicing this eulogy, spawn of the tenets of treachery. Rest now subsides with fate collide. Black out the sky. All things must die. It's time to accept, to abide, admit that the end was arrived. Resign, go fly. It's time to be one with the sky. Surrender your pride, let death be your guide. All things must die. Just close your eyes. Don't fear demise. Black out the sky. All things must die.
My bad. Let's go back. Oopsie daisy. It's like I don't really have much to say about this song, but like it's not even because it's like, oh, like nothing really happens. It's just I think I just disagree with the premise. I will say I genuinely do love the way the piano like does what it does. I shouldn't say does what it does, but it's like I kind of talked about that already. So like just the da 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 da, and then like the editing choice of like getting it get like darker progressively, and then letting the music kind of be the light of it, I think works really really clever. I shouldn't say works really well, but it's a clever way of showcasing what the editor was going for.
Day by day, it's
Excuse me.
nearer. Step by step, you grow.
I still don't think the song is necessarily about Raven. It seems a lot more like a Salem song to me.
Closer to your roots. Soon your time to go. Life is just a journey.
Okay.
Yours is spirit's end.
I will say that's a tough line. Life is just a journey and yours is near its end. But like saying that to somebody else is tough. I could imagine like some type of samurai thing. Like that line is that Jackie Chan says that to somebody. Well, probably not Jackie Chan, but somebody.
Bloody evolution. This world transcends.
Oh, is that somehow pulling on that? Oh shit. Whoops, my bad, everyone.
Let
that over here.
go the sky. All things must die.
It's a weird thought. All things must die. There are some things that don't die though, right? Like technically speaking. Whereas like when you say like all things must die, you're saying living things, then yeah, because that's like the thing, but like are there ethereal ideas that can live forever, technically speaking? Because they're just universally like true and able. Like, I guess the question comes in is like, if everyone died today and we had to go back to like an evolution point, right? Do you eventually get specific cultural ideas of values and things that stemmed up from humanity? Do they come back? Do those ideas live on forever? And are those ideas just universally true and able to like persist? It's always like an interesting question because it's like, all right, something like private property. Does private property like eventually exist again given enough time? And like we go back to stage one, we eventually get to a point where somebody's like, you know what? Maybe people should own shit. Maybe that'll help others or hurt others depending on your outlook on life. But like that'd be an interesting thought. We're like, maybe we shouldn't just assume people are fucking not, like, assume people are, like, guilty. When, like, something bad happens, we should just point the blame game and do it. Maybe we should try to do, like, a trial or something. Like, I've always wondered, do those ideas come back because they're universal? Or are they just actually human constructs? And there's really no way to, like, do that. Because you need influence of other people. Because you could technically try to run an experiment with, like, other non-contacted like cultures and stuff like that, but then you have the issue of like, well, those cultures have their own cultures that have been spent like that have their own shit going on, so like you would have to get rid of that and get rid of that influence on them. It'd be like so hard to do, but I genuinely do wonder about that because like I had a teacher once in college who told me that this he's from like an Amazon tribe. Like, he was, like, born a part of it, and, like, they've had no contact. Like, they've had contact with human, but don't have contact with the outside world. And, his mother was from that tribe, so he went back there for something. And, like, to study them or do a thesis on them for college. And, like, what he ended up finding was, they have no, because they have no concept of depression, it somehow doesn't exist there. Which doesn't make sense to me. And I'm not saying that's true, so, like, don't be like, well, you're stupid for thinking that. I don't think that. I'm saying that that's the, what they were saying about the tribe is that, like, nobody, like, has depression because they, like, not that they don't have time for it, but, like, the concept has never been introduced to them, so they just don't experience it, which is interesting, but I don't know how that really plays out in the real world. I don't know. Just curious thought.
This is the end. Here's where you'll die. Legends are scattered, so just say goodbye. No one will miss you when you're finally gone. And your conclusions in your swan song. Mankind's conspiracy. Endless extinguished in effigy. Just close your eyes.
All tales end, all bonds dissolve, infinite matter will always evolve. Huh? Does that work? I guess it works, right?
Pray for mercy at your time of death. Be glad you existed and try your last breath. Grateful before sing this eulogy. Spawn of the terrors of treachery.
I think this is somebody who's like just killed Oz. Like this has to be like about somebody who's murdered Ozpin, right? And they're like excited about it. And this is like the final time he dies because he doesn't come back. That'd be cool.
Rest now subside with fate collide.
I really do like this song. It's just like a good like fuck you song. Like, nah, all things are gonna die and it's you. Like it's a good hype song for like yourself to be like, nah, I'm gonna kill you. Like get it. With it. And now we're on to This Time from Shadows Part 2. So we're re-getting that motif going back. I still think it's the opening part is them going into Blake's head, by the way. So let's just see how that works.
Friends, listen closely, I won't say this twice.
Hope's running out and we haven't much time. Please understand that the life we once planned out is over.
Now is the time you must fight for your lives. The battle is on, you're already inside.
Don't turn back now. There's nowhere to hide. Nowhere to build a new world.
Nowhere to start anew.
Here now is all that we've got. Ready or not, there's a war to be fought. Only one way out. This time, the waves of the past will get over. We'll climb and land in a new state of mind. And now, I'll stand with you shoulder to shoulder.
Out of the ashes, a new flame ignite.
Rise up from shadows and into the light. We'll stand undivided, our futures aligned. A new brotherhood. This time.
They like that motif a lot.
Warning is dire, my words you must hear. A kingdom in shambles, our downfall is near.
Yet I still believe that the peace will achieve, growing closer. But first, blood must spill like the wine at a feast.
The cut only comes once the carnage has ceased. Fight or die, there'll be no release.
All right. It's one of those things where it's not about the song being good or bad. It's more of whether or not there's a lot to talk about. And weirdly enough, I don't think this song needs a rerun through. I think this song can be summed up pretty well as like, I think this is a really good way of highlighting how Blake and Sun were going about trying to get people to join them to go to Mistral, but like they just weren't really listening, and like we're getting like this joint effort of them. And I like how From Shadows, like we're getting her inner monologue and we're getting Sun being a part of it, and I really like how like she opens up and does trust Sun as much as she does now. Like I think it works really well, but like ultimately speaking, I can't be like, oh, there's not a lot to say about the song. It's just more of like, there's not a lot to say about the song where going through and going like line by line really works as well, except for maybe, is it here? I think like maybe here, but like I like how they're saying like if we stand with the humans and we fight beside them, like we will, you know, get what we all want anyway. And like that is extremely like a new, we're at like a new brotherhood, we're at this new idea, and like it works really well on a lot of the, it works really well to the point of like what garners your peace, what gets you the equality that people are usually fighting for. So like I like it a lot. And now we're at the All That Matters, which this will be an interesting song because I can already see Yang coming up. I'm going to guess that this is going to be All That Matters Now, and it's going to be a song where it is Yang doing some type of forgiveness to Blake. Willing to bet. Hey, look at that.
Never thought that you would stay forever. Never asked you to commit your life. But I can tell you in my heart, I never thought you'd up and leave me without a trace to lead me. And now you're standing here with that look in your eyes, the look that makes me hope I'll just believe your lies. You're lost, you're found, you're hard to pin down. I never know if you'll come through. Then you appear, together we're here, and that's all that matters somehow. Thought that I could pull you from the shadows, maybe help you find your wings and fly. But you're a path no longer that I travel. The more I'm just defeated, my past mistakes repeated. I'll risk it once again to have you near my side. Another chance to let you just destroy my pride. You're lost, you're found, you're hard to pin down. I never know if you'll come through. Then you appear, together we're here, and that's all that matters hard to pin down. I never know if you'll come through. Then you appear. Together we're here, and that's all that matters somehow.
Okay, and I don't like doing this because like I feel like the last 3 songs is because I saw what the titles were. And we're gonna be a lot to talk about, so I apologize for not going back and redoing the last one, this one, or probably the next one. But like, I don't want to continue ranting about Bumblebee as a ship because I don't see it. I think a lot of, like I said, in my last video or 2 videos ago, I said I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't think really all that matters is the forgiveness part of it, which is what this song is. It's the forgiveness. It's saying it doesn't matter because you're here right now, and that's all that matters somehow. And at the end of the day, that is all that matters somehow, is you being there and being in somebody's presence. All that matters right now. And I'm with it. I really like the theme. I really like the arc of Weiss, Blake, and Yang all going through this, like, not forgiveness arc, but like different aspects of forgiveness, forgiving of oneself, forgiving of somebody else, and forgiveness of like circumstances and like their ideas of loneliness. Like, they really portrayed a lot of really cool thematic structuring, and it just hits so fucking hard. So this song really did give Toy Story 2 Jessie vibes, though, and if you know what I'm talking about, like, when she's being left, like, that's the vibe I got from this, but this is a much more positive song than that was, because watching Jessie get left like that broke me, and watching this just kind of makes me go, yeah, forgiveness is a good idea. I will say the editing of this video did fucking irk me a little bit when they'd bring Blake back. I'm like, oh, she's gonna talk. She didn't. She did not talk. She did not do that. I really, really thought they were going to do it. I'm like, why even have both of them on fucking screen then? What is the point in having both of them on screen? But that's not the issue with the music, which is what I'm ultimately looking at here. I'm looking more, like, that's just me looking at the editing and being like, that's a odd choice, and I'm not exactly sure why you did it, but, like, is what it is, and I'm never going to hate anyone for making their editing decisions. I just will question them and be like, not exactly sure if that works, and I'm not exactly sure why you did it like that. Like, there's a long part, so you bring Blake's opacity up to 100 just to bring it back down. At that point, just fucking keep it down, because there was no point to bring it up. And the reason why I feel comfortable saying stuff like that is because not in high school, but like, we used to do a thing in like class, like in all my classes in college and in high school, where you had pure critique, and nothing hurt worse than when a teacher would say, do you have anything good to say about this? And no one would raise their hands. Now, mind you, that happened. Or nothing felt better than when it was what could have been better? And every single person raises their hand about like 30 different things, because it's like, fuck, that hurt. Like, it forces you to have a bit of a thicker skin about editing, and like, I don't think there's any problem with actually constructively critiquing. Like, I don't really know what the point of, not that the creator of this video is ever going to watch this, but like, I'm not exactly sure what the point was of having that come in and out like that, and I'm not really sure why you decided on the font you did, and I'm not exactly sure why you chose the color you did, because you did color that would probably be more representative of Blake than Yang, and since you put it over her, you'd think that Blake was the one talking, and like, it just, there's like a small couple of things that probably could have been workshopped to like really add to the lyrics of it, but it doesn't matter. The lyrics are correct, and that's really all anyone cares about anyway. The music is fucking phenomenal, though. Oh, not gold. Fuck me. I don't want to see them kissing.
Dream of anything. Help there's no more light, and the moon should crumble, it'll be alright. Don't you worry about the dark, I will light up the night with the love in my heart. I'll burn like the sun, keep you safe and warm. Like the smell of a rose on a summer's day, I will be there to take all your fears away. With the touch of my hand, I will turn your life to gold.
Such a beautiful song, dude.
With the touch of my hand, I'll turn your life to gold.
I love these acoustics too. They're so fucking good.
Let's have everything, nothing we cannot do. Every heart just beaming, every sky turns blue. I'm so happy just to have you here. Smiles bringing sunshine, worries disappear. When the days turn dark and we start to fall, I will pick you up and we will fix it all. Don't you worry about the dark, I will light up the night with the love in my heart. I'll burn like the sun, keep you safe and warm. Like the smell of a rose on a summer's day, I will be there to take all your fears away. With the touch of my hand, I will turn your life to gold.
They really changed that up so quick. Okay, I'm with it.
Don't worry, I've got you. Nothing will ever harm you. I'm close by, I'll stay here. Through all things, I will be near. Close your eyes, don't you cry. Love's around you, in time you'll fly. Don't you worry about the dark, I will light up the night with the love in my heart. I'll burn like the sun, keep you safe and warm. Like the smell of a rose on a summer's day, I'll be there to take all your fears away. With the touch of my hand, I'll turn your life to gold. With the touch of my hand, I'll turn your life to gold.
Okay, well, I do love the acoustics of this. I have a lot of critiques for the actual video part of it, but that's not, again, like, it's not, the music, obviously, this was one of my favorite songs from, I believe, volume 2? Maybe 3. No, 2, because Peter was still alive. I very much loved the way that this song was working, and, I think the acoustic of it is very, like, just, it works very well as an acoustic, but I think the original poppier version is a little bit better. That being said, wait, no, Gold was, what song am I thinking of? Was that, Gold was that song where it was, like, Yang and, like, Ruby, wait, no, maybe, it's like the song is familiar too, which is the thing that's like frustrating me. And I definitely have it somewhere. Anyway, yeah, this lyric video could have probably done well with a drop shadow with just on the back. That typewriting thing was a nice effect. It could have definitely done better if they made it work with the actual lines, because like things come up way too soon, and then that's like not a problem, but it becomes a problem when it's like you have the refrain and verse blending together on the same line. That part was probably not really the best. Not that anyone cares, but if you make stuff and you're like interested in that type of thing, like those are just things to usually avoid. Like it's hard to read when it goes over Pyrrha's head or Pyrrha's like body. Same with John's, but like, is what it is. But overall, Volume 5 soundtrack, like a lot of bangers, a lot of great songs, but a lot of bangers, a lot of great songs, and I think there were a few bits that were just songs that feel fucking good to listen to. That like you could just be happy giving it a listen. You get a little bit of story, you get a little bit of progression, and like they just work really well. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I post every single day. It's been Ruby, Volume 5's OST. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, just let me know down below. Thank you, and peace out.